So, hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast, where it's me, Ben, and Richard again. I'm back from Italy now. Hello. Hope you enjoyed the added content from the circuit last week. If Richard added it in.
No, because you'd only uploaded some photos. There were no videos in
did,
the drive.
did it not upload properly?
No.
Oh dear. Well, we'll add that on to this week's episode because I've actually got decent internet here.
Posthumous Italy content.
Woo! I'm not dead.
Grand Prix is.
Well, it was when the safety car was deployed. That killed it. And they ran out of water. But anyway. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monza. Welcome to the apex of the second Lesmo. And, of course, welcome to the Turn 5 podcast. We've just seen Charles Leclerc take a wonderful pole position from the clutches of Max Verstappen in qualifying there. We're about to have a historic parade from Alfa Romeo. Aston Martin would be Silverstone. Alfa Romeo. But stay tuned to this week's episode for all the reaction from the Grand Prix tomorrow. I'll get some more videos and clips and stuff as we wait for the Formula 2 sprint race to begin, where the championship could be decided. So stay tuned for the reaction to that as well. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you back in the UK. So, hello and welcome back to the Turn 5 podcast. Welcome back to Monza. We are here on the straight just down from the Lesmos, about to walk under the old circuit. In answer to my earlier video, no, Charles couldn't pull it back because race control decided we weren't going to get restarted. There was apt opportunity to get those lapped cars out of the way and have a one-lap sprint to the finish. And even if they thought they couldn't do that, they could have very easily thrown a red flag on lap 51, restart lap 53, one lap standing start race to the finish. How good would that have been? I'll talk about it more on Monday, obviously, in the race review. Otherwise, it was a pretty good race. I've actually just walked past Seb's car parked up at the side of the straight here. I could maybe have tried to have seen if Ricardo's car was round at the other section, but I didn't walk that way. I started walking toward the podium. But yeah, honestly, just a bit of an anticlimactic end to the race. There was so much promise there. A safety car being called on lap 48, 47. Absolutely the opportunity to have a really quick sprint to the end. It took so long for the cars to form up behind the safety car. And then even when they did start getting lapped cars out the way, they didn't get them all out the way. The ones after Verstappen just got stuck. They could have very easily been let through at the same time. So yeah, just a little disappointing in that respect. But all in all, a good weekend of racing here at Monza. I do have some other things to talk about that I'll discuss on Monday about the experience here at the track. But yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. I'll be there tomorrow, live from Milano. But for now, thank you for watching the Turn 5 podcast. We'll see you next time. Let's talk about the Italian Grand Prix again. But sport
with a
categories
caveat.
this week.
Yeah.
Yes. Congratulations to Victor Martin for winning the FIA Formula 2 World. FIA Formula 3. Yes. See, these two were too busy.
We've been going for like 2 minutes and you've already cocked it.
These two were messing about for too long before we started. It distracted me.
Maybe I'll just dub one of them in.
I don't know
just...
what you expect.
This is a professional production. Hello to our fans. We discovered that we apparently have one. No, two.
Right.
Because we know that other podcast that got in touch must listen to us.
They say that.
Or at least have listened to us once. And
Poor them.
And Nia apparently has some sort of fan now as well.
Terms and conditions apply. Verification is required.
Yeah. We'll find out more about this one next week.
When she's back from seeing washed up YouTubers.
Exactly. On the Queen's funeral day as well.
Can't
Imagine,
believe it hasn't been cancelled.
I know. Maybe
Absolute,
it has, and she just
absolute
didn't want to admit
disrespect.
it.
I think that'd be worse, to be honest. I think that'd be worse.
But yeah. So congratulations to Victor Martin for winning the Formula 3 championship, although it was not without its controversy. Quite a big shunt, about halfway near the end of the race, caused the red flags to come out. This is the feature race, by the way, on the Sunday. And race control then decided to go, you get a time penalty. You get a time penalty. Everybody gets a time penalty. I think it was Martins actually said that he didn't want to lose the title in the steward's room like Lewis Hamilton lost the 2021 F1 World Championship. Oh,
LOL.
that's going to be a headache for the FIA.
Not really.
I mean, it's bad publicity when one of their champions like calls out the result of a championship like that.
Yeah, but they've already addressed it and moved on, and now they're having to deal with the headache of having addressed it and moved on, and the consequences of having a boring race finale. Michael Massey in.
No, please, no. I mean, Massey will find a way to make the championship interesting. He'll disqualify Verstappen for like the next 5 rounds, just so Leclerc can get back into the race.
And it will be amazing.
Disqualified on what grounds? I said so.
The race director's discretion.
Because
just at random points. Safety car. Why? The dice said so.
The 8-ball decreed it.
To be fair, that's how I see race controls decisions just now.
That's how I see them deciding how long it takes for them to deploy the safety car after an obvious incident that requires a safety car.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row. Like we had Bottas on the inside of turn 1 at Zandvoort, and we had Danny Rick on the inside of, well, between Lesmo 1 and 2 at Monza. And each time it was blatantly obvious it was needing a safety car.
We had Seb parked in the middle of the straight at Monza as well.
And yet, I sleep.
But in Silverstone, basically the second Ocon's car broke down, safety car.
Real.
They must just like Esteban more. They're watching his live stream.
They're more concerned about Esteban's welfare.
They've got F1 TV open. It's like, Esteban, stop, safety car, safety car. I mean, to be fair, even Silverstone 2021, though, when Max absolutely yeeted the wall, it took a while for the safety car to be deployed.
Yeah, but I still think it was... No, because they all slowed down. Like, it only took... Only Charles got past Lewis in that
Definitely took a few corners. And Charles only really got past Lewis because Lewis went wide because of the contact.
Yeah, but they all slowed down pretty soon after that. So, I don't know.
And also at Silverstone, to be fair, they were very quick on the red flags when Guan Yu Zhou decided to do acrobatics.
I mean, that was blatantly obvious. When the car disappears, red flag.
When you see a car upside down just sliding across the track.
No, to be fair, upside down doesn't necessarily require a red flag in and itself.
No, but it would at least require a safety car. But
car upside down, virtual safety car.
Car upside down, double waved yellows.
Just Michael Massey things.
No, he would have done a single waved yellow to keep it interesting.
Yeah. Green flag, it's fine, keep going.
It'll be all right.
He's out the way.
He's behind the fence. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of Silverstone, actually, before we go back to trying to talk about Monza, before we get very distracted,
Hey, look. That's just our thing.
Silverstone,
Yeah.
please fix your pricing system.
Oh
Just
my god.
decide on a price and stick with it. I'm okay with it being slightly more expensive. That's fine.
I'm not.
I mean, Silverstone doesn't get a grant from the UK government or anything to run the race, so
I
they
don't-
need to recoup the money somehow.
Yeah, but like, my wallet is not the one.
But yeah, so I'm okay with tickets being slightly more expensive than some other Grand Prix. But don't decide on a price and then see lots of people buying one grandstand and going, haha, let's make it more expensive. How does that work? What is this flexible pricing nonsense?
For example, the National Pit Straights, two prices that were captured 20 minutes apart. It was £349. It went up to £509.
And not just that, just to make it even better, some people were in the queue, they'd selected a grandstand at one price, and then when they got out of the queue, it was now a different price.
Yeah.
Silverstone.
We like money.
Mr. Pringle has some questions to answer.
But
It still is Mr. Pringle that's like head of Silverstone, isn't it?
don't know.
I'm pretty sure his name's Stuart Pringle.
But yeah, that system just doesn't work. However, that didn't stop me buying tickets.
Yep.
Stuart Pringle.
Managing Director, Silverstone Circuits Limited. Boom,
Yeah.
I'm a genius.
So we will have some more coverage from the British Grand Prix again.
Get
second
them
year running.
flags.
Not from me, Jesus Christ.
Nothing from Richard.
It's too
He's
expensive for my blood.
coming. Ben's not coming either.
I could go, but I ain't paying that. I'd rather go abroad on a week or something.
Yeah, fair. And we'll find out if Nia's going to go, and we'll get a really in-depth review from her again.
I think you should interview her at the circuit.
Did you enjoy the race? Yes.
It's all right.
What is your answer?
What we might look at though is Turn 5 does like the London E-Prix or something next year.
That's slightly more within my price range.
Yeah.
That's very much within your price range. I looked this year and it was like £75 a ticket.
I could do that for like 2 extra shifts.
Yeah. So stay tuned. If Formula E goes back next year, then we might be there. We might not. We don't know.
See
Woo!
McLaren as well then.
Oh yeah!
That's a dub. That's a dub.
We can see the team that I'm slowly falling out of love with.
Yeah.
Why are you falling out of love with them, Richard?
The handling of the Oscar Piastri and Daniel Ricciardo situation.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
our next
getting
tangent.
Ricardo
Hey.
to put out that statement, being like, "Yeah, I'm committed to the team," when they know they've already signed someone else, is a bit of an L. However, Danny Rick deserves to be dropped.
Yeah, he's not been performing, has he?
He's just not.
But he's such a nice guy.
But so's Oscar Piastri.
It doesn't look like it at the minute, does he?
Well, he's
I mean, to
it
be
was
fair,
all on Alpine.
that's not
wasn't
really
it?
his fault. Yeah, that's Alpine's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a mess.
And now they're thinking about ditching their junior program because of the Piastri situation.
Christ.
They're like, "Oh, we invested all this money into him, and
We're
then
not broke.
he abandoned us pretty much." And it's like, Well, yeah, but you give him a crap contract and just refuse to give him an F1
Yeah.
seat.
He gave him an illegitimate contract, not a crap one.
Um,
One that wasn't actually a contract. You had something that still said terms of like it's still dependent on terms. What? That's not even close to a contract. Like you haven't even agreed on the conditions. Like, how can you think it's bulletproof, Otmar? Mm.
In fairness,
Mm.
It is
Otmar wasn't
mine.
there.
Yeah, I know, but he was the one that was giving all the press interviews, and he was under the impression that it was going to be a-okay for Alpine.
Because that's what he was told to say.
Yeah, but like, surely you got to look at things and go,
The
actually,
Alpine press team aren't going to turn around to Otmar and be like, yeah,
Yeah,
just
we
tell
fucked
them
it
we're-
here, lad. We fucked it.
But yeah, Oscar Piastri to McLaren. Good luck to Piastri. I think he'll perform well.
better. He
I
has to.
I would like to see some debut points.
I would like to see a debut dub.
Win, yeah. That'd be great.
It's got to be spectacular as far as I'm concerned to warrant getting rid of Daniel Ricciardo.
But Lando doesn't even have a dub.
I don't give a
But could one argue that Oscar Piastri World Championship first season, he's obviously going to do it. He done it in Formula 3. He done it in
have to.
Formula 2. Has to do it in Formula 1.
So McLaren are going to suddenly come from being fifth best to absolute units next year.
Yeah.
Not buying it.
I mean, to be fair, they
That's
done
what
it in
we do.
2007. They were shit in 2006.
Still don't see it happening.
Yeah,
Red Bull are just too far ahead.
There was a
But Red Bull are going to get less car development time, remember?
They don't need to develop it. They're miles ahead.
That's also true.
They could
any-
develop their car at half the speed
Are
of
there any big
Williams.
changes for next year?
No.
Oh,
The next
Hell.
set of changes is 26.
F.
Yeah. The only thing that changes between now and then is like £5 million reduction in the
also-
budget cap each year. But they're just
It's
going to
like-
argue that inflation's so high. Can you give us a little bit of leeway on that? And the FIA will go, yes, because 7 of the teams are based in the UK and the energy prices are through the roof. So nobody can afford to do anything without an increase in the budget cap.
In 2006, McLaren finished third with multiple podiums that season.
Yeah, but that's not first.
Yeah, but that's not shit
but
either.
that's not fifth.
That's not fifth and one fluky podium.
And are they really going to finish fifth? Who's in sixth?
Alpha
Alpha
Tauri?
Tauri, I guess.
I don't know. It's either them or AR.
I don't think it's Alfa Romeo. I think it's
Alfa
seventh.
Romeo. It is Alfa
Oh,
Romeo.
God.
Get wrecked.
Alpha Tauri are miles off.
Oh, dear.
Shocking.
Oh, yeah,
guess.
even Haas are in front of Alpha Tauri.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's awful.
And
Yeah, but
then
in
there's
fairness-
Williams.
In fairness, McLaren have double the points of Alfa Romeo.
And then there's Williams.
Yeah, then there's Williams that are driving with one driver that's capable of doing anything remotely positive. And his name is Nick De Vries.
Is there still hope for Leclerc? No. No, there isn't.
He's done. The
It's
fact that
over.
it can be wrapped up the next race weekend, it's just game over at that point. It's just an inevitability about it. That's just, if it doesn't happen this week, it'll happen next week. You know, because so the way he wins it is like if he wins and Charles comes like P8 or something, so he just
Yeah.
needs like 20 something points. But oh well, he wins and Charles comes second. He's still 7 points closer. That means he only
Perez.
need to come like second, and Charles doesn't score points in the next one, or you know, and then
Yeah,
it's
right
just
now,
7
the
points at a
best
time.
F1 comeback is 39 points with 7 races to go. Charles is how many points behind?
6,802.
Charles is 116 points behind.
That's what I said.
Somehow I don't see this one getting clawed back.
No.
It's quite a
It
long
will
shot.
be a shock.
Great fight for second place, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paris is also a factor too
Yeah.
if Verstappen wins.
Also,
Rear gunner.
Yeah.
George Russell could finish ahead of Charles Leclerc
George Russell could finish second in the championship.
in the third best car. Russell could finish second.
Third best car, second best strategy team.
Best for reliability, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why he's there.
Like, I don't think that Mercedes is broke down all season.
No, it's just crashed.
Yeah. Yeah, Russell was involved in the collision at Silverstone and
Yeah.
Hamilton at Spa. Is that it?
Those are the only DNFs, yeah.
The Mercedes is a workhorse.
Just looking at my season predictions.
I don't want to look.
I put Verstappen first and Russell second and Leclerc third. Up the Georgie boy.
I would need to find mine in that tweet.
Oh, I wrote them down, don't worry. I'm organised.
I can't even remember what account I tweeted it from either.
10-5.
Was it? Oh, that'll make it a bit easier to find then.
I think. I'm pretty
We
sure
don't
you
tweet
did.
much.
No, we don't. Because we're a
Oh,
very limited supply of people.
But to be fair, I think I said Hamilton to win the championship. That's not going to happen.
No.
I'm gutted. I've just seen who I put last. Shocking.
Oh, found them.
Disgusted by
Oh
myself.
god, yeah, mine are not tasty.
Is it on turn 5?
Just found it. Leclerc, Verstappen, Sainz, Hamilton. I didn't even get 21st right.
Who did you put?
Hulkenberg. He's now 22nd.
Loser.
Why have I put Latifi in 17th?
I don't know. Because you're an idiot.
To be fair, the Williams looked half decent at testing.
You relied on testing. Oh, you truly are a numpty.
That was all we had at the time. We hadn't had any running.
Yep. And we went on gut. I went on gut.
I also put Ferrari to win the constructors. Are any of my constructors' positions right? Mercedes in third is right. For now. They might. Oh my god, Mercedes are only 35 points behind Ferrari. What? So what's our scoring for predictions? How's that working?
3 points if you get the position perfect. 1 point if you're one out either way.
Okay, so right now I'm on 1, 2, 4, 7.
Also, you spelled Alpha Tauri wrong.
I did.
Noob.
I'll just say I was low on characters.
Yeah, the following tweet really proves that, doesn't it?
Yep. There's a point for McLaren. Nothing for AlphaTauri, nothing for Aston Martin, nothing for Williams. Yeah, I've got 8 points for the constructors.
That's shocking, isn't it? One whole season, a week later, one whole year.
Mate, that was cracking. What are you on about?
That was top class content. What do you mean?
I spent so long making those graphics. I didn't. They took like 5 seconds.
And
I,
I'm
I
not
thought
even
it was quite funny just to have both of them, to be honest.
not even going to try and work out my World Drivers title score because it's probably bad.
Yeah, and it'll take an age.
Yeah.
Takes me an age.
Can I get points for Hulkenberg? Because I didn't know De Vries was going to take part in the championship.
No, because no one knew De Vries was going to take part in the championship.
I at least put 21 drivers on my
So
on my
did I.
thing.
Yeah, but that's because you already knew Vettel had COVID at the time.
Because you were late again.
I just noticed when I tweeted this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shocking
Quarter-
behaviour.
2:15 in the morning. Why was I doing it at 2:15 in the morning?
Because you needed to get it in before the
The race.
actual race, and you were so late. That was the last time you could do it.
Maybe that's why my
Because the predictions
team
episode
predictions are so
had been
bad.
out for 5 days.
Funny, but isn't it?
Disgraceful.
Anyway, I don't actually think we're going to talk about what we were supposed to talk about this week. We can do that next week. We've went on a tangent this week. What else can we go on tangents about?
I mean, we could actually discuss it.
We
Quite a
could,
lot.
but are we going to?
Martins,
Victor
And
Martins,
Dragovic,
Formula
were-
Three.
Felipe Dragovic, and Dragovic has been signed to Aston Martin's brand new driver development program,
Yeah.
He has.
of which he is now the only person in.
Yeah.
Which is probably the best seat in the house, because that now means you're getting 100% of Daddy Stroll's development cash.
Also true.
But you will never get in that seat because Alonso will die before he gives up his race seat, and Lance Stroll is never leaving.
Perks of being the son of the owner, really.
Exactly.
You're not going to get subbed out.
You're not going to get sacked when you should be.
I mean, is Lance really that bad?
I mean, he's been mugged off for a few seasons now.
He's just mid, really, isn't he? He's
Scenes
right.
when he mugs off Alonso next season.
Mate, I would be all for that.
Considering he's got
Absolute
five points and Vettel's on 20.
And his 5 points are for 5 P10 finishes.
He's also behind Guan
consistency.
Guizhou,
Who is a
the
rookie.
rookie star.
Is it? How many points did De Vries get? He finished what, 8th?
2. He's 3 points behind.
Oh, must have. finished
Albon's a
8th.
point
Ninth, yeah.
behind.
And Latifi is 6 points behind. Lol. Latifi.
No, he's 5 points behind. Latifi's not on -1 points, Chris.
Oh,
He
that's
should be.
unfortunate. Yeah. And
I
that's
think
it.
every race you fail to score a point in, you lose a point.
Latifi would be on -22. but it's-
Insert no more DNFs.
Championship would probably already be over. Did you see that DNFs Leclerc's had?
Yeah, but if it's only minus.
Yeah,
one,
one is
New
not
rule:
much.
if you
it'd be nearly over.
DNF from a race, you'd lose the amount of points from the position you were running in. Crashing the lead,
Oh
that's
my God.
-25 points.
Bernie Eccleston's turned up.
Engine blow up from the lead, still -25 points.
Exactly.
Lucky me.
But at what point do they declare you out if you've just pulled over to the side? Because Tsunoda got going again in Zandvoort.
What happens?
Moment that you stop and don't get going again.
Just go in the pit lane and it's just like a 40-lap stop. Oh, I can't get the tire on.
I've machined the nut, but we're still going to keep going.
Sad Valtteri noises.
Yeah.
See, had Valtteri made a pit stop that race?
No, that was his first
That was
stop.
his stop.
I was going to say, because if that was his second stop, you just put the old tyres back on, just sent him back out.
No, that was his only stop he was making.
Because in Monaco, you can get away with that. Just hold up the field, do an Alonso.
Or a Danny Rick.
Yeah. But mainly an Alonso.
I mean, yeah, that was a bit nuts.
There was literally the front people ahead of Alonso, and then the people behind Alonso.
And they were in different postcodes. Which is funny because Monaco only has one postcode.
Does it?
I don't know.
I find that unlikely.
It's a city. Like
exactly.
it's not that big, but it's probably got 4 postcodes.
No, surely not. Like it'll probably have, if it's like the UK, it might have the first like 3 letters, well, 3 bits of the postcode. So it might be like MO1, but it'll have many, many others after that.
It's probably like you've paid so much to live there that you get your own postcode.
Every house has its own
Yeah.
postcode.
You don't have an address, you have a postcode.
Yeah. For those of you not in the UK, if you're in the US, postcode is like a zip code. For people anywhere else in the world, I don't know.
It's a code.
Yeah.
Goes
I think they only
on
have one.
your post.
I think
Do they?
they only have one. That's genuinely do. That's all I can find. It's just 98,000. And that's it.
I made a factually accurate joke. Oh my
By
god.
accident as well.
That makes it even better. Oh my
So,
god.
if any rich people want to fund Turn 5 doing Silverstone, then like
Or Monaco.
Richard will set up a or something.
That's so
I don't know
weird.
where that fits in TOS, so I'm going to bleep it out anyway.
Yeah.
8,000 is Monaco, and then if you go 8,001, it goes to Washington.
Just a bit different. What about 9799?
Ohio.
Kentucky.
It's a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I
It's
had for dinner
Hungary.
tonight.
It's Hungary.
It's Hungary.
I'm hungry for chicken.
Boy.
I'm so funny.
Yeah, I annoyed my colleagues very much tonight.
When don't you? Oh, a sick burn. That's what we call a zinger. KFC, get it? Oh, he's on a roll. You can't stop me. Oh my god. The joke
next
train is
week's
in the
episode
station.
will not feature Richard because he's incurred his race ban due to these jokes.
Mate, who's going to edit your podcast?
Each one is giving him 2 penalty points.
Mate, I'm the editor. I get a free pass because I'm the only one that's been here every single episode.
That's just because you can manage to get every Monday free.
No, I make my time. I had other stuff on Mondays and I changed my timetable.
Yeah,
What's wrong with a holiday?
What's wrong with sending in drunk ones from Spain?
Yeah, to be fair, that was funny.
Yeah.
You should have joined the podcast in that state. That would have been great. Absolutely great content.
Yeah, you go on nights out and that, don't you? It's quite hard to join a podcast in the middle of a night out.
Well, just don't go on a night out until the podcast is done.
Right.
Join the night out. Join the podcast from Prees.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Big brain.
I tried to think what I'd say.
I'd probably spend more of my time bleeping than doing anything else.
Yeah.
So on next week's episode, we'll talk about the support series from Formula 2 and Formula 3, because this week we've apparently decided we're not going to.
Oh, we covered the winners.
We've covered it enough.
This is like the Monaco episode again.
Nah, this is way better. This is way better.
They know they won.
Everyone knows the results. We don't need to talk. We've discussed the change in things that have happened since Victor's comments and Felipe's race seat, but not race seat. because he's never going to get a race seat with that.
And also, are we forgetting that the stewards went on a mad one and decided to give out many 10-second stop-go penalties in the Formula 2 race?
It was great. I loved it. Yuri Vips, 10 second stop go penalty. I think that should just be mandatory every race.
Oh, yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
Oh, look,
Surely-
it's Yuri Vips. 10 second stop go penalty.
Surely he won't get a seat next year.
You'd like to think not. But I worry.
He does have money.
Does he have enough?
Does he have enough Vips cash? Yuri Vips, we love you really. If you want to fund our trip to Silverstone, let us know. Drop us an email.
Not going if he pays.
Paddock Club tickets would be nice. Thank you.
Very soon we're getting a live meeting with Yuri Vips.
Richard will wear a nice suit to the Paddock Club.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'd do as well.
It'll have your race number on the sleeve just for a laugh.
No, to get a massive pink shirt and I'd just whack turn 5 in the middle. And then
I'd whack Yuri Vips' face in the middle.
that can go on the back.
FOM, if you're listening, those purple media lanyards would be nice.
That would complement the pink suit very well.
Yeah. But yeah, purple media lanyard would be great. Let's have a stoat about the paddock and things, you know.
I mean, just let me sit in on the driver's briefing, please.
Yeah, that would be. Bring back the driver's briefing videos from YouTube.
And I just want to sit in on like the press conferences that you don't really see all of.
Yeah. Bring back the live press conferences as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I loved watching those for 3 hours every Thursday.
It's because you're a loser.
I mean, what else are you going to do on a Thursday?
Quite a lot. It's a Thursday.
What happens on
normal
Thursday?
people have work at that sort of time of day.
Oh yeah, I just watched the after work, you see.
Oh my god, okay.
There's a wonderful button on TV boxes now called record.
Yeah, see, I don't have a TV box.
What's a TV box?
Oh, that's an L.
It's not nowadays.
Well, let me rephrase then. There's a wonderful option on online streaming services called On Demand,
Yeah.
where you can watch it if you so wished.
Normally I just sit around just going through everything, being like, what do I watch? And then end up just sitting on my phone.
Yeah.
See,
Oh, I
that's
need to watch the new episode of Rick and Morty. Thanks for the reminder.
That's the good thing about the press conferences, Ben. You can sit on your phone and listen to them.
Yeah, but then I'll be on my phone so much that I'm not watching this. So then I'll just turn it off. And I'll recycle that again.
Ben has not discovered the wonders of multitasking.
It's not multitasking. You can't like watch TikTok on your phone and then also like a series in the background or something, can you?
Yeah, but just
Can you
don't
not?
watch TikTok then. Like, play game or
Yeah, but
Mate, you
then,
need to
like,
upgrade your
it's just
ADHD because I
boring.
can do that.
But yeah, thanks for watching this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast.
It's
We've
been a belter.
we've talked about not very much in particular. Thanks for being our fans. We probably won't see you again after the one episode.
Well, I'm probably getting cancelled from last week, so
What did you say again that's going to get you cancelled?
I don't know if I should say again or not.
Do it.
But Richard left it in very much so.
Don't.
When you were on about the Queen dying, I said we should
Yes.
outro on Another One Bites the Dust.
I did leave that in. I
You
thought it was
did.
hilarious. I did tell you I was going to leave it in.
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
it was
RIP the
funny.
Queen. We hope you found the state funeral interesting viewing if you watched it. Can't really say I hope you enjoyed the funeral. How do you enjoy a funeral?
It was
How
an
did you
interesting
enjoy it?
watch.
Yeah.
It was a very resplendent occasion.
To be honest, I thought it was a better watch than the film whose merch you're repping today, Richard.
What? I need to.
Now listen here, you
This
little.
Yeah, no. Just the fact that it's The Rise of Skywalker, that is undoubtedly one of the worst films ever made.
I will end you.
well. I know, I
If
feel
it
like
means I never have to watch
Have
The
you
Rise
ever
of
seen-
Skywalker again, please do.
Have you ever watched Fast and Furious 9?
No. And I
Well,
really want
I think you
Fast
should.
10's in
I think
production.
you should. It's incredible. There's not been a moment being in the cinema watching Fast 9. It's like the greatest moment of my life. Seeing Cardi B come on the screen and everyone go, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
To be fair, I think that's how people were reacting at the end of The Rise of Skywalker.
It's incredible.
Anyway, that's not Formula One related, so
Well, it's to do with cars, isn't it?
I
So-
mean, yeah, if you watched the state funeral, we hope you found it interesting viewing, and hopefully there won't be another one for a while. The good news is regular TV programming is back tomorrow, or today, as you're listening to this, so
No more Emoji Movie.
yeah,
Bollocks.
no more 11 days of national mourning, back to national normalness.
National Mourning. Yeah. That's
National
our
mourning.
normalness.
Yeah, to be fair. But anyway, thank you very much for watching the Turn 5 podcast. We will see you next week. Ta-ra.